it's a hard road we're going to go through, and that we're going through, starting to already. And we know that, but I have to go through it the hard way like this because it's too much. It actually is too hard for us to think that everybody's not being upfront with us. And let's not do things that are just unnecessary for him.
So, this simulator they put in, it's located in this area where they wouldn't put the TV. My question is, has anybody thought that their simulator could be the problem?
No. No, I mean, this has always been a problem since he's been born, that he has, swallowing.
Well, I'm just saying more stress on the muscle, that more
Well, I
work
think
for
that
the muscle.
it really doesn't do that much. I think they're more worried about the stimulator for the swallowing.
No, I understand
Just
that.
setting that
I'm
off.
saying from the actual simulator itself,
Yeah.
Since he hasn't been using it.
Yeah, but what it's doing is it's connected here and it runs up through here, the vagal nerve. But it's really not encroaching on his swallowing.
throat.
It gets to the brain. Is what it does.
Okay. And so what they want to know is that going to interfere with?
They're worried that that's going to interfere with, this will stimulate over and bug the brain wave.
Mm.
That's what she said, throw him into major seizures. That's what she's afraid of. It could set that off,
And that's a big risk.
short it, and then he could go into just one big old grandma seizure nonstop.
And I don't think she would throw that out there unless she was really worried. So.
Yeah.
But like I said, most surgeons do not like to comment on other people's surgeries. I've run into that way too many times with my stuff here.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure there's a set thing probably that they have that we don't do this with that.
I hope we can figure it out, and I hope it's not a problem, and I hope we can get that one, because that one sounds very good. When you said that, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a halfway in the middle thing. And I was like, I think he'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I think I would be okay with that.
I think he'd be okay. His appetite is not what it was.
Because then you're still giving him the chance
So
to
we have
heal
partial.
and fight.
Yeah.
Like she was saying, if you wanted to put the D-tube in for a while, let it heal, and then whatever, but then you're taking away the quality of life, and then that can mess with stuff
that's gonna
here,
mess him up.
and then you get sicker, and I'm like, yeah, y'all don't think about how all of this and putting additional things that don't belong there can affect overall, like a domino effect.
Right. We didn't spend all these years trying to give him a good quality of life. We throw him, we could take him to rides, let him have a seizure, whatever, so that we'd allow that seizure unless it was, we wouldn't do anything that would be too harmful. But
that, like that Fun Family Center place.
Yeah. That was on his own before we even got started.
He was just so excited.
And I don't know who was worse off, my brother or him.
Daddy.
He was white as a sheet.
That one traumatized Dad. Actually, I think he was so worried about him.
I'll tell you, we traumatized T.E. and Nita. That's why we never went back to their house with him, because they came out to see us when my dad was there and everything, but I never took them back there. They were, up in age. It's not something they were used to, and he went into some grandma seizures that would scare anybody. He was just crawling up me like he was scared to death, but he was just, it was a huge major seizure, and he was just, they didn't know what to do. Bless their hearts. I felt sorry for him so bad. But he was going through some of those type of seizures, and they were pretty scary looking.
Mom's was very scary. It was very hard to see my mother with a grandma seizure. I mean, I can still see it.
It was really, with Daddy.
And in all places, in a small, tiny little bathroom for her to do it in.
Yeah.
With her head in kitty litter.
Daddy had not been doing well, and he said that, I'd already talked to him. He told me he thought he was having chest pains.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't sure it wasn't just, what do you call it?
Indigestion.
Indigestion.
Yeah, that's
But
what
he
always
was worried enough to stop me in the store at night. We used to go to the store together a lot. And then stop, and he just stood there and he told me.
Uh-huh.
And you know, I have a real protective mechanism, which is not good.
Yeah.
But it's a protective mechanism that automatic in my brain that I go into stop mode, don't get excited about anything, you know, and I don't want it to happen. And I found that out. I didn't know I was like that, but I found that out with Daddy. I found it out with Mama. I did the same thing to her, but not something different. And who else? Mama. It's a thing. I do have this. It's a stop protective mechanism. Oh, when I went through the stabbing, it took me a long time to place things because my mind shut down.
Wow.
And I can do that.
How you doing, Jamie?
But with Daddy,
Yeah.
I should have said something.
Ooh,
But you know how he make me promise not to say anything and that he would go to the doctor? I wanted him to go into an ER and just get checked out right away. I figured that
He was stubborn.
I figured that it was going bad again, really bad. And it was obvious to all of us. He would rub his legs at night. They were awful. And you could see that the circulation was just going. And he'd rub them and rub them and rub them. And I knew he was worried about it. Oh, constantly worried about it. So I knew there was a downhill run with me.
Hey guys, I
And then,
finally got an
I
Instagram
came home
account.
that
You can follow me on
Friday to,
Instagram. It's awesome.
love
And
it
I
about
also have
me
a Facebook and
doing
Twitter.
things with
Those
his
have
mom.
existed for a while.
And
follow me there.
Daddy went by that, you know, the long
But
table
yeah,
that I
I
had.
hope you enjoyed this first
And a
EVA
mirror
short.
over it.
Continuing it after that short.
Right
So
now?
if you don't want to miss
What's
an
on?
episode, subscribe.
Oh.
And
He's gonna declare a state of emergency.
Anyway, Daddy fell back against that, kind of like he got dizzy. So went and had him sit down at the head of the table where he sits. He got up and fell right in my arms and he went.
Pence delivered remarks Thursday outlining progress and